What is going down? Welcome back to another video. So week 3 NFL season starts today. We have the 49ers taking on the New York Giants in MetLife Stadium again. This will be the second time in a row, or the second week in a row, that we were playing in MetLife. And obviously with the 49ers, you know, the team, the players in general being concerned about the field and all the injuries we had last week. Really, in all reality, I'm just hoping for a healthy game. I'm hoping nobody else that is a key and a pivotal part to this team gets injured today. It kind of sucks, you know, you have to kind of think about the injuries now because of how many players we have out. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we can't do nothing about it. Injuries are guaranteed in the NFL. And we're just going to have to move forward with what we got. But anyways, number one, Nick Mullins will be starting as the quarterback for this game. Obviously, Jimmy G's still dealing with the ankle sprain. And Jimmy G will likely be back week 4 against the Philadelphia Eagles, along with George Kittle. I don't know about Deebo Samuel. They said he's likely going to be aiming for a return week 5 against the Dolphins. So, obviously, I mean, within the next couple weeks, we're going to have a lot of reinforcements coming back, which is a very, very good thing. But anyways, as for today, we have our fair share of injuries. The Giants are without Sterling Shepard, I believe, and Saquon Barkley. And then, obviously, you know, the Giants' offensive line is terrible. It just is. And I think one of the keys for the 49ers to win this game is going to be getting to the pass, getting to the quarterback. You know, even though Nick Bosa's out and Solomon Thomas are out, we signed Ziggy Ansah. We promoted Dion Jordan, who we gave a 1-year deal to just about a month ago, to the active roster. So Ziggy Ansah will be making his 49ers debut today, and I'm excited about Ziggy Ansah. I think that the 49ers did a very, very good job kind of keeping him in contact and kind of, you know, letting him know, you know, that we were interested in him. Because, I mean, when we had signed Ziggy Ansah 2 weeks prior, we were still trying to get Ziggy Ansah on the squad, working out a deal for him. But he wanted more money, and obviously when Nick Bosa and guys like that go down, you're going to offer that guy more money. Just because of, you know, Ziggy Ansah's a veteran, been with the Lions, been with the Seahawks, the Lions majority of his career. But I am excited to see him, you know, kick off with his 49ers debut today. Hopefully he can get to the quarterback. You never know. But obviously we're still going to have Eric Armstead. I don't think Dee Ford is playing. I think he still has that back spasm issue. They said at first it was a neck issue, but then Kyle Shanahan said it's more of a back issue, like a back spasms, than it is the neck. So I don't know. I just want to see Dee Ford healthy and ready to play, especially in the midst of Nick Bosa being out. We cannot afford to have both of our pass rushers out. That's like having Von Miller and Bradley Chubb out, or Khalil Mack and whoever else, you know, out. It sucks. When you have one of your pass rushers out, one of your best pass rushers out, the other guys have to step up and play. Dee Ford hasn't done that. And Dee Ford's a guy that we paid, $80+ million over 4 or 5 years, I believe. Dee Ford's got to stay healthy. He just has to, especially this season. If Dee Ford cannot stay healthy this season, we just need to move on from him, trade him, get something out of him. I like Dee Ford. He's a very, very good pass rusher when he's on the field, but he cannot stay healthy. This has been a reoccurring issue ever since we signed him. He's been on and off the field. Nick Bosa's out now, and of course Dee Ford's out. So if he can't stay healthy, we need to move on from him. We are paying him way too much money to be getting hurt consistently. So I don't think he's going to be playing today with the back spasms. So obviously our pass rush is definitely going to be taking a hit. We got Ziggy Ansah, Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw, DJ Jones. We still got a lot of playmakers on the defensive line. But all I'm saying is when Nick Bosa's out, other guys have to stay healthy. And I understand, you know, injuries are freak accidents. Some of them are. And you can get injured, you know, whatever week, whenever. But listen, I mean, there's no excuse for all these players to be injured. I mean, yes, we just played on a terrible field, a terrible turf field, but other guys have to stay healthy when pivotal parts go down. Pivotal pieces like Kittle, and shout out Jordan Reed. He stepped up very, very big time last week in the midst of George Kittle being out. That's what I'm trying to say here. Guys like Jordan Reed, or guys like Dee Ford, have to step up like Jordan Reed did when George Kittle was down. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know when Dee Ford's going to be back. I mean, he's injured almost every week, it feels like now. So that doesn't help us at all. But then, obviously, Sherman's still going to be out. Sherman's got that, he's got that calf strain or the ankle injury or something like that. So he's going to be out, I would assume, until next week. He should be back and ready to go against the Eagles. Raheem Mostert's out. Tevin Coleman's out today. So Jerick McKinnon's going to be the lead back. Jeff Wilson Jr. will also be getting carries here and there, I'm sure. But I want to see the 49ers, just mix it up today. Be a balanced offense. Throw the ball and run the ball. I think if our running game gets off to a fast start, we'll probably stick with that. I can see us being a balanced offense today, though. I mean, last week we were kind of doing a little bit of everything. I feel like we passed a little bit more than ran last week, which is good. I mean, but at the end of the day, with all these running backs being out, we're such a heavily injured team right now. And the only thing you can do is hope for better days with the 49ers at this point. Hoping that Dee Ford comes back, stays healthy. Sherman, Kittle, Debo, Mostert, Tevin Coleman, you name it. Whoever is injured, they need to come back and just and try their hardest to stay healthy. But with all these injuries we have, I still believe we are the better football team today. I feel like we're better coached. I still feel as if we are going to win this game. I feel like it's going to be closer than what it should be. If we had a fully healthy roster. But what do you do? So we're going into MetLife with a heavy injured roster. The Giants are also going in with pretty significant losses as well, with Sterling Shepard and Saquon Barkley. So I think the 49ers will win this game. I'm going to say 23-17 49ers win. I think it's going to be closer than what it should be, but we have so many injuries, and I think it'll be closer. So 23-17, I think the 49ers will win. Daniel Jones has got to play lights out today in order for them to win. And I just don't feel as if Daniel Jones is ready to kind of lead this team forward on his own without his best player. So it'll be a decent game. I think the 49ers will – I mean, this is another game where we should win. And another thing, too, is not only do we have all these injuries, but here in the next couple of weeks, week 7, week 8, and so on and so forth, we're going to have tough games, and we're going to have these people healthy. So hopefully, by week 5, everybody's back and everybody's ready to go. And to make that Super Bowl run again, I think we can still get there. It's definitely going to be harder than it was last year, no doubt. But what do you do when you got injuries across the board? You can't do nothing about it. We got to get healthy, stay healthy, and look forward and get in the playoffs and start winning. But yeah, I mean, I think the 49ers can still win this game. I think that they're still the better team. I think that losing Saquon was more of a significant loss than it was for the 49ers losing Nick Bosa. I think we are still a very, very good defense. We'll still get to the quarterback, I'm sure. It's just going to take us playing harder because obviously anytime you have your best defensive player out, your best defensive pass rusher, it's going to make things harder for not only the team but the defensive coordinator as well. So I'm looking for the 49ers to win this game. It's probably going to be like a 6-point difference, I would say, maybe a 7-point, 8-point difference. Last time we played the Giants with Nick Mullins, we lost, but obviously we didn't have this many playmakers as what we used to have. But with injuries, obviously, it doesn't help either. So I got the Niners win this game by 6, 7, 8 points. I think this is going to – for the Giants, they're going to have to get to Nick Mullins with your interior pass rush And Daniel Jones has to have a great game. Like, he's going to have to carry this team into victory, and I just don't think Daniel Jones can do that. That's why I'm picking the Niners. But yeah, I think that after this week, if we can get a win here, week 4 with Jimmy, possibly Kittle coming back, Sherman, maybe Raheem Mostert. I don't know his timetable to return. I think it was like 3 to 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. I don't know. But obviously, we do know Tevin Coleman's injury is worse than Raheem Mostert, so he is likely to be out even longer than Mostert, which doesn't help either. But, whatever. So, yeah, I like the 49ers in this game by 7 points. I'm going to just say final score 24 to 17 49ers win. That's what I'm going to say. 24 to 17 49ers win this game. But, yeah, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to go in there and win. It's all about winning at this point, trying to win with the team we got. And once everybody comes back, we'll be healthy and ready, to compete again with, tougher teams. Because, like I said, the second half of our schedule, it gets tougher. I believe there was a stretch where we played the Green Bay Packers, the Saints, and I think it's like the Seahawks or something. But all I'm saying is it's probably good that our injuries are suffered now, because had we, suffered all these injuries or had all these injuries, midway through the season, we'd be so fucked. We would. So it's good that these injuries are not, in the back half of the season. But anyways, I'm not going to make this video any longer. I got the 49ers winning. I'm just hoping everybody stays healthy in this game and we can get out of MetLife and go back to Santa Clara, play the Dolphins next week at home. So, we'll play the Eagles at home next week. So, yeah, with that being said, let me know who you guys think will win this game today. It's a 1 o'clock game in MetLife. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. And I will be back tonight with a post-game reaction video on the game. So stay tuned for that. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.